Hey everyone, Sir Jellybean here. We are back with a Court Arms Gates of Hell Ostfront update. This is Devblog 148. This is actually a massive one. First of all, Steam Summer Sale, so you'll be able to get the game a bit cheaper. Get in there, get it done. That should be coming up. But this is a massive one. Finally, the Gates of Hell developers, the gods of the game, have got us some updates for Conquest. It's a pretty damn good one and some good news for future. I'm going to get this video out because I'm pretty excited. So let's read through it. For Conquest, they are releasing late war squads being purchased by the bots and late war squads for us. So yes, we will have late war infantry. So we might see Volkssturm for the Germans. We might see some of those rarer weapons like the STG, 44s. You might even see some of the very rare semi-automatic rifles that were used in Berlin. You'll also see more late war stuff for the Russians, the Americans, and the Finns, and the bots will use them. So instead of facing conscripts, that really crappy Russian conscripts late war, you're going to verse better quality troops. But I'm more excited for the late war German infantry because you're going to see those ragtag units of Volkssturm and those emergency units, and you're going to see more elite units and more desperate units on some sides. It's going to be amazing. But this is the key bit of the update. They are looking at introducing a calendar system. Now, what does a calendar system mean? That means, I think research-wise, they will unlock research and units being available by date, so games played most likely. So imagine the game starts in 94-1, the invasion of Russia, Barbarossa. It might be, if you're doing a long campaign, it's normally about 30 battles. They might say, okay, the next 4 years worth of units are going to be unlocked via how many battles you've played. Now that might include losses as well, but basically they might kind of break it into like maybe 4 or 5 different research tiers. Now this could be interesting. Why? Because that means if, for instance, you're playing as the Germans, when you first start, now instead of having to just unlock things like, oh, that's more powerful, you might have things available like Panzer 3s, Panzer 4s, but also the Flak 88, which was available at the start of the invasion, 1941, Operation Barbarossa. So certain really kind of powerful units might be available early in the game, but for like the Russians, they will have access to the T-34 and the KV straight away. But this could be balanced with them costing more at the start of the battle, start of the conquest, and those units getting far cheaper by the end. So obviously, like an 88mm, they could balance that by making it very manpower and pop cap intensive in the first few battles, and then it drops as you get better stuff available. So it really does bring some really cool options to the research tree, and this is what we've been waiting for a long time for Conquest. Now, obviously, that's something they are looking at introducing, but the fact they're saying it, that's a big step, because they wouldn't be saying it if they're saying they're looking at it, means they're probably going to do it. So hopefully, if you do that, I say Barbie Studios does that. It's a massive win. Obviously, this rework to bot logic and these new late war squads for Conquest, that is a massive win. That's fantastic. And let's have a look at the images. We can see that Volkssturm, there, confirmed. Got him, Volkssturm, just on the image. I didn't see him this time. So we have Volkssturm. See, you're going to see more late war infantry units, and that's a revamped research tree, which obviously you guys know I love. And let's have a look at there we go. We've got Volksgrenadier, and look at them. I can't really see those weapons, but that's an STG 44 there. We've got 2 SMGs, we've got rifles, and we've got those Panzer Shreks, which is awesome. I'm liking the uniforms as well, very cool. We might even see some, let's see, we've got heavy Sturm Grenadiers there. So you've seen some of the units that are actually available in multiplayer are going to be in Conquest. So that's insane. I'm really happy about this. This is turned a day that was quite glum into a beautiful one. So that's fantastic. Also, they've added some achievements for skirmish missions to Boss DLC. And they're adding symbols to the minimap to make it easier for distinguishing units. Now, this is really good, such as aircraft and artillery. Now, that is really, really good, because obviously right now it's just like tank, bigger tank. This will make far better things. So the updated symbol thing is quite good for the minimap. It's going to make it far easier for you newer players to basically see how it's, see what's coming on the map, which I really like. New lock style. I just realised that says new lock style in the research tree. That's basically, I think, means new unlock style or whatever, but that's cool. But yeah, I like the minimap update. They've also updated the lobby for multiplayer, so you'll also be able to add 2 new multiplayer maps to Ostfront for domination. That's what they're adding. They're also adding new maps for the Last Stand. More maps for the Last Stand, which is great. I've been playing that with Sherman and Puggo and Devon and Zero Hero, all great guys. So this is really good. I do like the Last Stand mode. It's been really cool. So more maps, looks good. And can we see the map there? The map is, that's just Reigns, I think, but they might be adding that to Last Stand. That looks kind of interesting, so that's kind of cool. And then they've got this update will be available for the open beta. If you know, obviously you can switch that on your properties, which is great. So obviously get into that and try the beta out. It helps them get some feedback. And your reactions to our hint on Discord for a lot of kinds of reactions, which is quite understandable. We will reveal basically the next DLC will be revealed soon. It's going to be interesting. I still think it's going to be the Band of Brothers, and it obviously only requires the base game of Ostfront to play. So very basic info, but that's a massive update. And most of this is all free stuff. But I am most excited not only for the late war squads, but if they do a calendar system and they unlock stuff by turn instead of just pure research points, we can see a far better Conquest time. I'm feeling some new series bubbling already. Oh my god, I want to. And this thing, late war Germany with the Volkssturm squads, that will be cool. You can actually play. Can you imagine playing this? Like, this is what I'm thinking. You're kicking ass, you're fighting against the Russians. Oh, we're late war Germany. Now I'm going to switch all my infantry in this force, a large amount of them, to Volkssturm. We're running out of manpower. We're on a desperate assault. We haven't got enough men for regular trade men. We've got to crack out the Volkssturm. Crack out the men, women, and old people, and the children. Give them Panzerfäuste and crossbows and muskets out of the museums and send them into the lines. It's going to be absolutely epic. And what I like about this is you can do this without having mods. Because obviously I know some people say, oh, well, you can have mods for Volkssturm. I know you can. But some of the mods break the balance and kind of mess things up. The fact that the base game is expanding and they're kind of focusing more on Conquest, this is a huge win for GatesHell. And I'm just going to say it's a great step in the kind of future of the game. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little video on the update. I thought I'd get it out there. Someone in the Discord popped it up. I didn't realise the update had come out. I think it's really cool news. And everyone, if you've not been playing Ostfront, get back on Ostfront. Get those numbers pumped up. Tell the developers you like the way it's going. And, give them some encouragement. It's good. It's good that they're seeing the light. That Conquest is the key to GatesHell, in my opinion. PvP is okay. Campaign's okay. But to me, 95% of all the interest in GatesHell is for the Conquest mode. That's just my opinion. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. And you guys have a great evening.